Yes, the conversation about the Europa League final is a team with nothing to lose and a team with everything to lose. But for me, I don't want to see it that way. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for Europa League final content, but I haven't really spoke about it in the past few weeks because I kind of wanted to take a step back this time around and really see what the narrative was from media and other content creators alike within the Manchester United community as well as the community from the outside in. Spurs are being painted as this club with nothing to lose, whereas Manchester United are being painted as this club with everything to lose. At least with respect to Manchester United, this idea of us being in a position, having lost so much this season already, that level of pressure, which by the way, every club, especially a club the size and stature of Manchester United, everybody affiliated with that club should have that pressure. For me, it doesn't feel immaculate. And if you're like, what the hell does that mean? Let's look on the other side for Spurs fans. With the greatest respect to Spurs in terms of history, when compared to United, they're not as successful. And a lot of that pressure comes from us, the fans, because we have no choice but to feel that way. We are a group of fans that have experienced so much success for so many years that it almost at times becomes this thing where we have to check ourselves and remind ourselves that yes, while history is important and yes, it's in our DNA, this side is very, very different to that side that made history. This is a side that needs to make that history now. And that pressure, I am not too fond of. But the thing that gives me hope and the thing that empowers me is that a lot of these players, for them, this game isn't about, oh, you've given us so you better make it up. I don't want to drive it in that direction. I want to drive it in the direction of players that have a redemption arc, and this is their beautiful ending, that they have the power to write their own conclusion. I'm talking about players like Amad Diallo, somebody that's been absolutely immaculate for us this entire season, but he's also experienced 2 Europa League finals, one with Man United and one with Rangers. I'm talking about Casemiro, the 5 times Champions League winner, comes to Manchester United, lights it up, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, goes through this extreme slump, building himself back, making it into another final. It's like Harry Maguire, players that were so crucially important in that Europa League campaign before he was unavailable due to injury, and United unfortunately lost his opportunity to make this one count. The perspective should be that of a redemption arc. The power in their hands to be able to write their own narrative, to be able to forge their own conclusion, a beautiful ending to this season, that redemption arc, the immaculate way to wrap this season up. That's how I would print this narrative. That's how I would drive this angle. Let's be real. We didn't just make this final on a whim. We worked hard to get here. So what Arsene Wenger and Richard Keys and all these other people could complain about with respect to United, I don't want that negativity to ruin our immaculate energy into this final. So United, you take this pen, you uncap it, and you write that history. You write the conclusion to your redemption arc this Wednesday. United!